Now let me see about inviting Steve. And let's see if this works. And making sure it's not my live. Okay, y'all. So I was trying to do the live with my good. Let me see if he'll come in here. So can y'all hear me? I'm trying to make sure it's not my connection. I was trying to go live with Steve, and it's messing up really bad. So I'm trying to make sure it's not my connection. So if y'all can hear me, let me know y'all can hear me and my stuff not breaking up. Because it might just be his. Because I'm trying not to hurt you. So y'all can hear me. That's crazy. So it's his connection. That's bad. Oh, man. Steve, if you in here, send me a request and try to join my live. And let's see if that works. Yeah, Steve, connection messing up. We found the love, we found love. Oh, baby. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I join your
So, can
live.
you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
We can hear you too, man.
Cute.
Everybody, this is Steve. As y'all know, we were supposed to be doing a live today, but we
Yeah,
was having some technical issues. So go ahead,
yeah.
Steve.
No problem, man. But first, I really just want to say, Jay, thank you so much. This really means so much for me. For you to give me this opportunity to be able to be here and talk to you about your music. You know, I've always wanted to do this with you, and I've been bugging you, and you know, you've been busy. But you know, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much for this.
No,
Um,
thank you.
it's a pleasure, man. But for people who might not be aware, especially you know some of the South African followers and whatnot who maybe are not familiar about your story. You know, you were born and grew up in Memphis, and you know Memphis is known as you know the city of the blues. You know, a very musical city. As
Uh-huh.
I want to find out, you know, how did that impact, you know, your musical career and you growing up in that city and that environment?
hmm Well, mainly just being around real music. Like you said, City of Soul. So young age, I was just surrounded by good music, good quality music with real meaning. And I feel like I carried that on, with my music as well. And just, like you said, being surrounded by soul.
Yeah, and for you, at what age did you really, you know, discover what your voice is capable of doing, and how did that even get to happen for you to realize actually I think I can sing?
Uh, so that started in elementary. I think I was about 7 or 8. And long story short, like one of my classmates, which was a good friend of mine, she overheard me singing just in class randomly, and she ended up like telling me like you can sing or whatever. So um, one day after school, my choir director, her name is Miss Sullivan, she stopped me and she was like, I want you to step into my office, and she was like, I want you to sing for me. So I sung to her, and she was like, baby, you have a beautiful voice. And so I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, cool. So she gave me, it was my first solo. She ended up making me get in the choir. It was a Black History program. I sung "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot," and like since that day, it's kind of just been a thing. Like everybody loved it, told me I could sing, so I just kind of stuck with it, and it went from there.
And but you know at you said you were in elementary school and I'm thinking at that young age, you know, was your
Mhm.
voice capable of doing, you know, some of the things that
What?
it's doing now? And
Uh,
or you know, how did you even get to realize like the limits of where your voice can actually go and how high you can actually go with your voice?
so back then, it was, of course, like I was younger. It was higher.
Yeah,
It wasn't really much control going on. It was just I
yeah.
just had, I guess, a nice voice for that age. I don't know. But No, it definitely took time of me just continuing to sing and just learning my voice. And of course, like we all hit that puberty stage, so things change. So you have to get adjusted to
Yep.
the new voice. And so I had to go through that whole stage. But yeah, I think I sounded pretty bad back then. But you know, hey, they said it was good. So
Yeah, and what having watched a couple of your interviews, you've spoken about because I think a lot of times, as an artist, as a singer, they always ask you, what are some of your musical influences? What music did you grow up listening to? And I know you speak about how much you grew up listening to a lot of Christina Aguilera, and
oh yeah.
I'm like, hey, I love Christina as well.
Uh-huh.
But what are some of the other artists as well you think that people would be
Mm-hmm.
shocked to hear that you actually listen to them? And for those who don't know, what are also the other artists that you listen to?
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it would be a shock, but I mean, growing up, like, I grew up around a lot of women, like my mom, my aunts, and so they love like the Johnny Taylors, the Luther Vandross, the Gerald Leverts. So I've always just grown up around real music, real soul, real R&B. But yeah, like Christina Aguilera, I was a huge Ruben Studdard fan at one point.
Oh,
Yeah, I had a lot of people. I mean, I just love music and I loved, great singers. Usher was a huge inspiration, is a huge inspiration. So yeah, just all over. But Christina was like literally like golden in my eyes at that age. So that's where I kind of,
and so now you're no longer in Memphis anymore.
mhm.
You've recently moved to Atlanta now. I'm guessing that was also because of the craft and the music and so
Mhm.
forth. How has the move also from Memphis to Atlanta impacted your career and the way that things are happening for you right now as compared to the time when you were back at home?
Um, so I feel like two things. I mean, it kind of not hindered me. I want to use that word, but just like not being with my family, not getting out of my norm. Of course, that affects me at a certain to a certain degree. But musically and just like networking, I feel like it has really helped. Just get me out of my comfort zone, meet new people. Of course, like everybody know, Atlanta is a city to really network and like what I'm saying, for creatives and especially music. So it's been pretty dope. I've been learning a lot, meeting a lot of new people, and yeah, just growing and learning myself as an artist.
Yeah. So if you try to remember, I think the very first time when I mentioned you on my YouTube channel, I think I called you something like, I was like, you are R&B royalty sort of, and for me the reason why I had said that was because, and I maybe you might correct me here, but with R&B, because I grew up also being a huge R&B fan and music lover. There seemed to have been a shift that happened in the R&B genre, especially around like way before, like just before 2010, and going into the shift. A lot of R&B artists started doing more pop music, and
Uh-huh.
they do some hip hop, and and for a long time it was hard to really track down real R&B soul
Mhm.
artists that were doing the music. Uh, with you, do you think also, because you've spoken about the fact that you've done music for a long time, but people were not paying attention? Do you
Mhm.
think also it was because of that as well, that people were not consuming R&B as much as they used to back in the day, and
Mhm.
that's why it was hard for people to jump on the wagon of what's happening with you?
So I really can't, as far as the coming like about a long time, because it really hasn't been a long time. I've been like working on my artistry and creating for a minute, like since I was 16, 10 years now. But I just released a little over a year ago, Red Room 2019. That was like the first, major release for me. So I really can't
Yes.
say like, it's not catching wave because of, I mean, oh, I've been doing it so long and it's not, catching wave or anything. I feel like a lot has been accomplished within, that little year and a half or whatever. But no, it definitely plays a part. And it also I feel like it goes back to, you know, the fans. Like I feel like the fans and people supporting it really gets it there. I feel like we can get back on track. It's just up to the fans really, and people. You know, eventually people this is gonna ride out. I mean, every
Yeah.
trend, you know, it fades. Like so, eventually it's all going. And I feel like it's coming back around with the lucky days and you know the Giveons. Like it's a thing. It's coming a thing again for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and speaking of Red Room, you know, am I correct in saying your single "Talk" was the first single
Um,
to come out from the album Red Room,
hmm.
and when it came out, it went on to chart at number 15 on the Billboard R&B. How was that for you? You know, you know, as still an incoming artist to have your song chart on the Billboard. Adult R&B contemporary, that's, you know, that's huge for a lot of artists. So how was that for you when that moment happened?
Yeah, for a first single, it was dope. It's still like it didn't register to me when it was happening. I guess because I was just so caught up in like, oh, what I need to do next, and like making sure the album was
Yeah.
good. But when I look back, it's like it's super dope. Very appreciative of it. But yeah, like I try not to, of course, like we all, I want to accomplish a lot of big things, but I try not to get caught up in all of that. I just try to focus on my craft and focus on like bettering my artistry and connecting with my fans. Like that's the most important thing to me because at the end of the day, that like creates longevity, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then so immediately after that, you know, you went on to release your album, your album Red Room, and you've spoken about how it was sort of like a 3 year project for you to
Oh
finally, you
yeah.
know, complete and package and put together the entire album. Uh, what was it about, you know, the process of writing it that made it, you know, take so long to finally come together and say, okay, now I'm ready to put it out?
So I feel like when you listen to the album, I feel like people they know like which songs I feel like are more personable to me. So when I was creating the album, it was easy to create the When We Making Love or the the Talk record or whatever. But and just like the process with the new album right now, I feel like it's missing like the real connection or whatever that is. Like whether it's the hurt, whether I'm in a really vulnerable space, sad, feeling unsure, like whatever it is, I'm missing it, and that's what I was missing with Red Room. So that's why it took so long because I'm like, it's not ready yet. Like I don't know what it is, but it's not ready yet. Unfortunately, but luckily, I got my heart broken, and it helped round the album out. And we got those, you know, we got the Faithful and the Something About You and the Deserves, which helped round it and complete it. So that's what really took the longest because I can create. Like it's easy to create. It's just making stuff that's gonna be meaningful, and I feel like it's gonna stick. And if it don't touch me, it's just like, eh.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. And the other day, I remember the other day I was talking to one of my friends, and we are driving somewhere, and we are playing
Mhm.
the album in the car, and I was like, does this guy actually understand that he probably will be the reason a lot of women are, one, gonna fall pregnant, or two, gonna go into a state of, you know, remembering their exes or going into depression? Because honestly, the thing is, and when I think about it, I always say it was hard for probably it was not easy for you as a guy, you know, to show that vulnerable side of you
Mhm.
when it came to your music. And for a lot of people, they could relate to it because pain and heartbreak and sadness is something a lot of us can relate to, because, you know, it's a memory that somehow always sticks in our heads and, you know, in our
Mhm.
hearts. uh, for you, when you were compiling the music, as you were talking about, you know, some songs were easier to write than the others and whatnot, because I know everyone who's here, they each have their own favorite, or, you know, okay, the ones that they have memories of. For you, what was that one song that you think took the longest to be able to be complete because of the emotional, you know,
Mhm.
attachment to doing it that was in it?
You said the longest to complete because of I had the most attachment to it.
Yeah.
So the ones I had the most attachment to, those were the quickest. I feel like
Oh.
Something About You. I kid you not. Like I recorded Something About You probably like 2 weeks before I had decided that I was gonna go ahead and release the album. Like, and I went ahead and submitted it like last minute. Got the mix done last minute. So the songs that were like really like from me, like they were the easiest to write. Um, I see somebody said My Everything. Like My Everything, I wrote My Everything like really quick. You know what I'm saying? I wrote that in 2018. Um, yeah.
And, and,
um,
and it's funny to say that you wrote that in 2018, for example. And when I thought about My Everything, because I think for a lot of people here, it was the first song that literally blew everyone's mind and introduced you to everyone. And for me, I somehow felt, with quarantine happening, a lot of people were literally very hungry for content, the new content.
mhm.
So I think that's about the same time when you dropped the short snippet video of My Everything on social media, and a lot of people were already spending so much time on social media,
Yeah.
and when that dropped, literally it created a brand new wave that was
Mhm.
unstoppable, and for now that song remains your most highest streamed song and so forth. Um, with quarantine happening, it's quite obvious that the impact was good for your music. But what
Yeah.
other impact, both negative and good, were there because of quarantine that happens when it comes to your music?
I mean, just that. Like, I feel like it really gave people a chance to sit and like sit with the music. Um, it gave me. I mean, I was able to. Well, I had to start just improvising, so I started getting on live more. Because I mean, anybody that knows me, like, I'm not really that big of a social media guy. I've gotten
Yeah.
better, but I wasn't the guy that like wants to go live, wants to sing on live. So it made me tap more into that, connecting more with my fan base. Like, I know a lot of my fans, like, off the rip when I see their name or this that, and the other. But it just forced me to create and just find different ways to connect. So quarantine really did me justice. It hurt, but it did me justice in the end.
Yeah, no, it's quite understandable. And just a few moments ago, we are speaking about My Everything, and
Hmm.
honest to God, I just like in my head, I've always wanted to, try to imagine what was happening during the time when you were writing the
With
song,
my everything.
and yeah, like it's for me, it will always remain a very special song for me. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want to find out, what was the
So
inspiration and
when I initially wrote the song, I don't even think I was going through. I think I was just writing. Like that's why I said I can create. I don't think I was writing anything. I mean, like for a reason. So um, once I wrote it, I ended up like performing. I did a showcase back in my hometown, and I performed it there. Like people was like, "Oh, we love that song. Like, what was it called?" And I ended up posting like a little snippet of the performance on my social media. Nobody cared about it. Like it didn't, really do anything. And so one of the fans that was at the show in 2018, she reminded me during point. She was like, "Hey, whatever happened to that song that such as?" I'm like, "What the hell is she talking about?" So I end up remembering, and I just played the little guitar loop. I'm like, "Oh my god, I remember this!" Like, and I started singing. I'm like, I want to do a video," because at that time, like I said, quarantine was happening, no shows. I wasn't really, in the studio like that. So
yeah.
I'm like, let me just post something on Instagram, and maybe they'll like the song, maybe they won't. When I posted it, it did what it did, and people were like demanding it so much. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and look at Sammy. Let me just go ahead and put it out. Sammy Strings 26. That's the guitar player for My Everything, and he's
Oh,
yeah.
I said,
He probably
shout
started
out to
snitching
you,
on me.
Sammy.
Yeah, because I didn't want to put the song out. I didn't want to put it out as an official song.
Oh man, and with immediately after the album came out and everything and whatnot, you dropped. I think you dropped two EPs of the same album. You dropped the first EP, which was the acoustic version of I think there were about 5 or 6 songs from the original album. And then you
Hmm.
dropped the other EP with bonus tracks that were not included in the. What was the reason behind that? Because when it came to the acoustic version, I personally fell in love with the acoustic version because I remember I
Yeah.
remember you probably are the second artist who I know who has taken an actual album and re-recorded the songs acoustically and put them out. I think the first one was Justin Bieber who did that, and then
Uh-huh.
you were the second artist. What was the reasons behind all of that? Releasing and
Well, for one, I love guitar. Anybody that know me, y'all know I love acoustic. So, And it was just a way, like quarantine, like just to be creative. Like, okay, like what can I do? Because I wasn't really in the studio as much, and so I just had to kind of think of ways to still be creative and put out content without um, overdoing it or trying to force like the album to be done like at a time. It was just like something I could do to, just give to my fans and keep you guys satisfied, I guess, until.
Yeah, no, it's totally understandable. And then the release of after those two EPs, you dropped Hard Days and you dropped Let It Snow, which was like sort of a Christmas type of song. And now recently, literally a couple of days ago, you released another single, Why You Hurting Me? And
Uh-huh.
my thing about that single, I wanted to know, because when you spoke about it, you spoke about how the inspiration for the song was you losing your grandmother, and so I wanted to find out what was the impact that your grandmother had on your talent and on you growing up, and on the music that you write as well.
Yeah, well, we definitely were something special. Like, I can't really explain our relationship because it may seem crazy to a lot of people. But anywho, yeah, like that was my baby. I lived with my grandma prior to me moving to Atlanta. I lived with my grandma for about 6 years, I want to say, 6 or 7 years. Um, so I mean, you understand that dynamic, like
Yeah.
just and so me moving out here and then not really going back as much and just
Yeah.
the shift in the dynamics. Like I'm not there, I'm not running errands for her no more, I'm not just doing what I normally would be doing. And then to have her pass during COVID, from COVID, and not be able to just be by her side because they weren't allowing visitors. Like I was kind of willing to risk it and just be there by her side, but it was just so much that restricted that. Yeah, so I was just in a really bad space, and we talked prior to her passing, and just some of the things that she was saying to me, it just kind of you know had me in a.
Um, Well,
Yeah.
condolences, man. But you really expressed it pretty well on the single "Why You Hurting Me." Now, my question also is "Why You Hurting Me" and "Hard Days." Are they going to be part of the new album, or they will remain as singles?
So probably not. I don't know because I'm trying to keep my track list no more than 11 songs, and I'm trying to like make it really hard for myself to choose which songs go on the album. I don't know. It may go on there. I guess it depends on the fans. It depends on what they do. It depends on how they do with this record.
And and,
Um,
and, and you recently dropped a snippet of you in studio, and you gave a hint to the Howlers, to let them know that new album on the way, and so forth. So and because you are still trying to figure out which songs are gonna make the cut. Can you confirm how many songs are done as yet? And you know
Wait, can I confirm what?
how many songs you are done with, like the ones that are complete, just
Um,
waiting for the artist so you can finally compile the list.
we have a lot that's done. Like I have at least that I know that can be considered for the album. We have at least 15 that could be considered for the album. And then I told myself like I'm gonna record about 3 or 4 more songs, and then I'm just gonna stop and like buckle down and then choose. Look, somebody said in August, please, and I do. I think I wanna drop again in August.
Yeah, and
I'm
that
gonna
was
go take
gonna
a
be my
break.
next question. About, do you have any idea when you want to release this album?
The one I said I think I would aim for August if anything. That's my birthday
Okay.
month. It's a special month. Red Room was dropped in August, so
Yeah. No, it definitely does make sense. So I'm trying to, because when we spoke earlier on and people don't know, you were talking about how it's a weekend. We cannot drag this for a long time, but on the 29th, you have a show coming up in Houston. What can people expect from that show on the 29th?
I'm definitely trying something different. I recently started some artist development, so I'm just trying to haul in more on my craft and really, make the most out of my performances and start getting more into the um, performer side of everything. But yeah, so I don't know. They just got to come to the show.
Yeah, well, you better invite them. And are you planning on, because ever since I've joined this line, I've been seeing a lot of people, talking about there was even a conversation that was going on here about when you're coming to South Africa, who's picking you up at the airport and so forth and whatnot. Uh,
I really
Plans
want to
for
do that. I know my manager. I spoke with him, so like once things kind of settle down a little bit
yeah.
more, I most definitely want to look into coming out there. Because I heard my everything was a big deal out there, and
Listen, listen,
yeah.
it still is even now. Not that even it was, it's still even now. And so I asked everyone. I literally did ask everyone to because here in South Africa, before you come, you need to have gotten your South African name, because what we do here is when we welcome you, we need to give you a name so that
Wasn't it
it
like
is.
Tondo or Tondo? What was it?
You see it, so that's why I'm like now, because I got like so many, like not so many, but like I got several suggestions. Just the names kept on repeating themselves. Uh, but I think the one that stood out for me was Tshiamo. Tshiamo,
Tshiamo, I
because
love
your
it.
name, yeah, your name actually, Justin is a Latin name for righteousness, right? And so in my language, which is Amtswana, so in my language, righteousness is Tshiamo. So it literally is
Wow.
like T amo, but it's TSH, so it's Tshiamo.
Tshiamo. I
You
like it. I'll take
know,
Tshiamo.
so yeah, Tshiamo stuck out, and then somebody else was like Tato. Tato is like will of God, and then somebody says Tsehofatso, which is like blessing. So I personally like Tshiamo because I was like,
Tshiamo.
it
It's
is
easy for me to
direct.
remember.
Yeah, yeah. Also,
uh,
so I think yeah, let's stick to Tiamo. But also, I just wanted for just 10 minutes if you have time, because if it was on mine, I was gonna. But now you're gonna have to do it. If you want to allow maybe anyone on this live to ask you any question, maybe that they feel like I didn't ask, because I was trying to read through here to find a question, but they were all going so fast. But yeah, but if
okay.
anybody
Well, you
wants
can.
to, I can't
Okay.
allow them because it's your life, so you will need to accept them on your side. So you'll need to uh, check if there's
Oh wait,
anyone
we
who
can
said
add another person in.
yes. You can. You can add four people actually. You can have
Oh wow.
four of us. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
So
no,
so
just tell them. I mean, they can ask it, and then we'll just answer it
yeah,
from there. Let
yeah,
me see.
no. Let's see.
Too late.
Try to find one as well here, but no, no.
Look at me.
No. Has anybody requested on your side?
Um.
You seem unsure.
Oh Lord. No.
I'm pretty sure they have.
Man.
Just accept anyone. Just give them a minute to ask you a question. Or just tell you how much they love you.
Okay. Let's see. In Tumby 881. Hi.
Tommy. Hi, friend.
Hi.
This is one of my friends.
Hi, friend.
Hey, how are you?
Look at my miss.
Say what?
The excitement. I'm looking a mess. Look at my. I'm blushing.
I'll just say she's blushing. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So how do I say it? Pronounce Tumby? Tumby.
Ndombi means girl.
Tommy.
Tumby.
Yeah.
Ndombi.
Got you. So what's
So
up?
do you have
You
a
want to ask
question?
a
Do you have
question?
a question or comment for Mr. J Howell superstar over
The
here?
question, my question is, should he come to South Africa? May I pick him up by the airport, please?
Sure. Sure.
May I?
Huh?
Well,
I for free, for free. No need for
And,
Uber
and
or
I need
anything else.
free, and I need some snacks.
Of course, I'm gonna buy you Mautwana.
Who?
oh,
McDonald's.
but no, it's
Mautwana.
Oh,
not that. It's
what's that?
chicken feet actually.
Chicken feet. Oh God, no.
It's chicken
I'm
feet.
just
Yeah.
teasing you.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
just
do
teasing
chicken
you.
feet. I do love chicken, but not chicken feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, we
That
love
is
it. Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh,
The moment you learn to Johannesburg, you have to try anything African.
Oh, y'all
Otherwise,
in
we.
Johannesburg.
yeah.
Mhm.
When you if you come here when you land, you'll probably land in Johannesburg or Cape Town. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm actually both of us were in Pretoria, which is like
Okay, I
an
know
hour.
Pretoria. Yeah, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
But
that's dope.
what
Yeah. So it's official. Should you come?
It's official.
Hopefully. Yeah. Fingers
yeah,
crossed.
you're gonna
Not
have to
hopefully,
I'm
connect
lo-
with
but
Uber.
when I come, I'm definitely coming.
when you come. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely when you come. I'm so happy to see you. Good to chat to you guys. Both
Likewise,
of
take
you.
care.
Both of you. Even this one, he's in South Africa, but I hardly see him. This Steve.
Okay, this is
He's
not
here,
about
but
you. This is not about you. Bye,
I'm telling on
Toby.
you. I'm telling on
Bye,
you.
bye, Toby. Wait, do you have
Bye.
anyone that? Do you have anyone
Bye.
that's requesting me?
Great chat.
So how
Cut
do
me
I?
off. How?
I'm trying to. There we go.
Oh my word. Oh, there's someone else.
Hi, Justin.
Hello.
No,
Wait, is it froze? There
it
we go.
says it says Samkelo. Hi, Samkelo.
Hi.
Wait, is that how we pronounce it?
Hey, Justin.
Some kilo.
Yeah, you actually did pretty well.
Some kilo. Yeah. I'm a South African.
Okay,
Okay, I can do this.
you did very well. Samkelo, what question or
God, my
comment do you have?
connection's
Oh,
poor.
Samkelo. Yeah.
I was wondering if would there be any collabs on your new album?
There will be. I just don't want to say. But there will be some collabs. They'll be really good. You guys gonna I'm feeling better about the new album now. You're gonna love it. But yes, I'm working on
We're definitely gonna love it. I mean,
say it again.
we are definitely gonna love it. I mean, I've been streaming the new song like all over. Yesterday, all night, I've been just listening to Why You're Hearing Me.
Uh-huh. That's
Yeah,
so
man.
dope. Thank you. What part of South Africa are you from?
I'm from Durban.
Durban, okay.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the fun
dope.
city. That's the
It's a,
city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
so I need to fly to Durban instead of Johannesburg.
Well, you have to fly to
Yeah.
Johannesburg, then you'll catch a connecting flight to Durban.
I got you. Okay, well yeah, but no, like yeah, you'll love the album. Well hopefully you love the album. But yeah, I'll definitely have I'm aiming for 2 features for sure. And yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Okay. Thank you, Samkelo.
All right, then. Thank you.
All right, so
Bye.
Kielo.
Bye.
All right.
Ciao.
So
Oh,
Kielo.
Tomo.
I'm trying to remove them. There we go.
There we go. Do you have anyone else? This is very
Kielo.
fun. You see, it's nice when they're talking to you. I'm sure they feel very happy.
My manager said You got to get the promoters to bring us to South Africa. So you got to be working your magic, man.
Of course, we'll definitely do that. I think that also needs to happen without even a shadow of a doubt. You need a huge show this side, and probably one African country as well, or two, or but I think you need to have like a couple of cities in Africa that you go visit, because the vibe here is completely different to anywhere else. It's
Yeah.
I always say when you arrive here, you feel it as well. And if you've spoken to anyone who's came here before, it's a whole different ball game. It's just, but it's nice.
No, I'm definitely looking forward. Hold on one second.
Oh, someone says they have
a guy. Hi, Steve.
Hello, Billy.
How's it going? It's Billy.
Is it now my connection?
Yes, it's Billy. Billy used to be my boss when I worked on radio. This is Billy.
Hey. Okay, what's up, Billy?
Hello, Askis.
How's it going?
How are you? Hi, Jay.
How's it going? Can you hear me?
Oh, that was like a minute ago.
Is his connection bad?
I'm good. I always wanted to talk to you since last year. I feel.
Wait, is it my connection? Is your connection? He's breaking up on your end too.
You fine? I'm fine. Also, it's his. Yeah.
Billy, we're gonna have to talk to you later, Billy.
Yeah, Billy, just sort that part out, and then Jay, you need to save this. You need to save this live and send it to me.
Now, how am I gonna send this huge live?
So when you're done, it's gonna ask you to save it, all, and then you save it, and then you can just email it to me.
Email it, okay. Okay, this is the last one I'm in. Okay, well maybe not the last, but. I'll do one more after this, and then we done.
Okay.
If they ask me.
Were you rehearsing today?
Say it again?
Were you in rehearsal today?
Oh, yeah. I pretty much low-key rehearse every day, in a sense.
And then from Houston, where's your next show?
Thank you, KLAAA. Next show. Well, it's not a show. I have some wedding engagements. Okay, let me add Muzzy Ashley KM.
Oh, hi Muzzy. Okay, I just saw a question. Hi
Muzzy.
Muzzy's an amazing singer.
Hey, Jay.
How's it going? Is it Muzzy or Muzzy?
With the first one you called out, is right.
Muzzy.
Muzzy, yeah.
Muzzy?
Hi, Jay. Hi, Steve. I'm good. Baba, how are you?
I'm good. You say Baba or Baba?
So, which means sir in Zulu.
Wait, say it one more time so I can get it.
Baba.
Baba?
Yeah.
B-A-B-A. Baba.
Baba. Hey, Baba.
Yeah, so it's a Zulu term to refer to a sir.
Sir, Baba. Okay. Hey, Baba. Okay.
Baba.
I'm trying to soak up so when I get dropped off in Johannesburg, I know exactly what to say. Hey, Baba.
There
hey,
we
Baba,
go.
my bag.
There we go. There we go.
Do you want to say something? Ask him anything.
I actually don't have anything to ask, and I think the previous Samgelo asked what I would have wanted to ask. Any collabs we should be on the lookout for. But yeah, besides it all, you are an amazing artist. You don't just sing a lot of gibberish, but I found that your music speaks to the heart. It's very deep. It's very soulful. It's very it talks to you, and it's about everyone's experience. Even if we don't relate to what you personally have been through in your life, but there's a song or two that we're all thinking,
Yeah,
this song is actually speaking to me. So
yeah.
thank you so much.
No, thank
Keep it
you, and
up.
I'm glad you're receiving it that way. Like that's always my
There we
mission.
go.
Yeah, that's so dope. But thank you.
Um, you're welcome. Thank you. I couldn't wait for 12 o'clock. I'm at work and I had to quickly finish up and run to a little corner to tune in. But thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Steve.
Bye, Muzi.
So
I
dope.
love you, Muzi. I miss you, Muzi.
I miss you so much, Steve. I love you too. And Jay, you coming to Joburg soon. So there's a lot of places you'll
Let's.
be
We gotta
coming
speak
to.
it. We gotta speak it. I'll be there.
Yep,
All
yep.
right.
Everywhere. Everywhere. We'll take we run these streets. So just call Steve and I. We'll take you everywhere.
Appreciate you. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye. You good?
I, speaking of Jay, speaking of what Muzi was saying now, about stories that you hear from you probably get a lot of stories from people telling you how much their music has impacted you. What has been the most touching story that you've heard about any of your songs? How it impacted somebody.
Oh, I've had a lot of them. I've had some of them because sometimes it can be overwhelming. Um,
Mm,
I just try not to make it my responsibility to make it right. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah,
now just receive it and I express my gratitude and thank you and just keep it pushing. But it's been a lot of them. Of course, like, anything depression, suicide is like, dear to my heart, because I just love being able to be that outlet or that voice for people who can't have the voice, who can't do it themselves. So it's always dope. But definitely, like I said, anything, I've had some tough stories, but I don't know, all of them are dear to my heart. Like, I'm just happy that my music doing something, doing some healing.
there you
okay.
go.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Muzi. Thank you,
Thanks,
Muzi.
guys.
Thanks, Muzi.
Pictures.
Somebody asked in the comment section here, Jay, what was the inspiration behind Love You in the Morning?
So Love You in the Morning, it's so funny. But my mom had a friend who was she was threatening to file divorce from her husband. And like, long story short, she just said that she felt like they had lost each other, or she wanted her husband to still treat her like like his girlfriend at night. And I was like, wow, like that's so dope. Because sometimes, I don't know, I haven't gotten stuck in a routine, but like, I'm assuming when you've been married for quite some time, sometimes it could be easy for things to become a routine. And so she was
Yeah.
just saying, like, basically she wanted to break the routine. She was like, I don't always want you to, like, she just
Yeah,
wanted something
yeah,
spontaneous. And it just sparked the
yeah.
idea. And I'm like, love you in the
All
morning, fuck you at
things
night, And so I thought it was dope. And so many people can relate to that. Well, maybe if they knew the story behind it even more. But yeah.
Okay. The real Kewayne just asked, just actually said you are the reason he's getting engaged. Oh wow.
Say it
Okay.
again. Oh, the reason I'm
This.
getting engaged. Well, that's dope. Now you gotta just book me for the wedding.
There we go. There we go. So you can let the last person in, as you said. This is the last one. So let's let the last person in.
Let me try to add. Is it Karif? Yes, my Nikki pulled up in here. She says spontaneous.
Okay.
He didn't.
Keeps a relationship fresh. It definitely does. When we make love, we go body party to the OJs.
I'm trying to add the Karif person. They went. I don't know why it's not working. I saw him comment. I tried to add you. It's just not doing anything.
Oh, there we go.
How's it going? Is she froze?
You added two people.
Oh, it's a lot
Oh,
of
it's two
people.
people. Yep.
Okay, wait. Huh?
Hi.
Okay, it's like
Hi.
Okay, Karif, yours. connection is fine. Okay, now there is. Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes, we can hear you.
Me, J Howell. So I am the
Yes.
girl that hugged shop. You was coming to get your hair cut,
At P
and I
Shop?
hugged you while you was sitting in P shop. Pierre, you
P
performed at
Shop?
our yes in Memphis. You performed at
Okay.
our shop anniversary.
Oh,
Remember?
got you.
Yes, I
Oh.
just commented it in the comments, but since I'm on your live now, I want to tell you that I apologize because I feel like I was really rude to you that day. You took a picture with me. I still got the picture in my phone, but I didn't introduce myself. I just ran up and took the picture with you. But I love
Oh, that's fine. I don't. This.
your music hit me in so many ways. I just felt funny about
Thank
that,
you,
and I was
but
like, it was so weird. But I love your music, and I just wanted to get on here and tell you that I didn't want to treat you like a prop, and that's how I feel like I had treated you that day because just getting a picture. So I wanted to apologize for that, and I love your music
thank
so
you. I
much.
appreciate that. But yeah, I don't take offense to that. But thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. That was dope.
And I have one question for you. I have one question for you because I love you, and I put all my friends on you. Like when I do nails, so when they come in,
Yeah.
you is on my playlist on YouTube and everything like that. So
Hmm.
being in Memphis, what you think is holding you back from people recognizing your skill and your talent here in Memphis?
You saying what's holding like people recognizing in Memphis?
Yeah, cause I
Yeah.
play it and people like, girl, who is that? I was like, you don't know who that is? That's J Howell, girl.
Yeah.
He can sing his
So
off.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like it's all about timing, and at the end of the day, it's like it's millions of people in the world. Even if it's my home city, like it's so many people. It's so many people I haven't touched yet. So it's just it's just a process. It's all God's timing. Like I said, it's only been a year when you really think about it, and I also haven't done well, I've done a few things in Memphis, but it's not, what I'm saying, like I really have to come back and like make impact, and it's just all about building, like it's coming in due time. So yeah, I really don't even concern myself with it. But I will say, since you felt you were being rude to me, when I come back to Memphis, I need this taken care of.
I
There
got
we
you.
go.
I got you. I got you. I promise you. And I'm talking about
Look, she is so Memphis. You making me miss home for real.
Uh,
But yeah, no,
also
it's baby steps, and I appreciate you coming on. I really appreciate that. You
I,
are. No problem, love. No problem, love.
well,
Okay. How can? Oh, okay, it's
okay.
good.
Hi, Karif.
Hi. Oh, you pronounced it right. Wow.
Hi, Karif. How's it going?
Everyone
Karif was
doesn't
like,
pronounce it right.
what he say?
Everyone, you can hear me?
Karif.
Look, everybody's breaking up.
Yeah. Um, it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you are connected to Africa.
I know.
Like
And
I'm
you
literally, it's so crazy. I'm like, it's very very. It's early in the morning this side, and you know,
Hmm.
you guys are still up there and fresh, and but South Africans stayed awake for this. They literally came through and they stayed awake. But yeah, was that the last one?
I was trying to see if he requested again before we got off. Um, But if not, Karif could feel free to hit me so I can make sure he get his call in. Yeah, it hasn't came through. But yeah.
The request again.
No, he didn't. So I think his connection really bad. Okay, I'm gonna do one more Teflon.
One last one before we say goodbye.
Jay,
What up?
What up, Jay?
Memphis on.
Man, I'm proud of you, dog. I don't live in Memphis no more, though.
But you still Memphis on, though, so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I'm so proud of your growth, man. You winning.
Thank you.
For those who don't know, they will know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Memphis catch on to things last.
Always.
Yes, Memphis always catch on to things last, and you popping everywhere else. Cause guess what? I see it on Music Choice. Bam. I heard the song first on Music Choice. I think it's called Bedroom. Then you go online, streaming services, all the, they just got to look for stuff other places. The world is changing. People ain't listen to the radio no more.
Yeah, true.
People not, but if you watch TV or Music Choice or the BETs or certain things, they can find your music. And that's a good thing, man, because you're touching so many. And then I share your stuff. I make people in Minnesota and every other place listen to you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just like the brother in Africa. He's sending the word out. And you can't help but to, because somebody is going to be next to you, and you never know who they know. And you never know who that person know. So you getting word of mouth through the whole world. You know what I'm saying? That's bigger. That's bigger. Word of mouth is bigger than anything.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Man, I'm proud of you, man. I can't wait to keep getting all your projects. I'm getting everything. You hear me?
Appreciate it.
For sure, brother, man. I want to work with you one day, somehow. I don't care if it's a show, a feature, or promotions, some type of way.
Send him a DM. Send him a DM. He must send you a DM.
No, he be too busy a lot of times. He ain't got time to be.
No, he replies. He replies. Like, he definitely replies. So send him a
DM. I didn't know that. I sent some before. I mean, but a lot of times we as artists and business owners, we be busy sometimes, and sometimes we can miss something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I just want to see you continue to win. To me, you already there. You already there. You the next big R&B king. You are that person now. The world don't know. Everybody don't know, but Memphis is catching on late. I know.
Appreciate it.
God bless you, brother. I'm always uplift you. Y'all
Likewise.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teflon.
For sure, brother.
All right, take care. Appreciate it.
Jay, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Also, I'm not gonna forgive myself if I do let you go without a little acoustic something, a cappella something for the baby.
You said what?
I'm saying I'm not gonna forgive myself, and your viewers and the howlers are never gonna forgive me if I let you go without serving them with some food for the weekend through your vocal cords.
We'll do a little quick 1-2.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard to leave, but you steady lying, making it hard for me. Ain't nobody gonna take me up, and can't nobody break me like you, babe. Said ain't nobody else got my heart, and can't nobody break me like you, baby. When you say you love me, Is it just to hold on to me? Don't say you love me, just to hold on to me.
Ah, listen, I'm pretty sure everyone is, yeah, there we go. Just hearts
We'll
and
let it
fire
slide.
emojis. Ah, Jay, really, 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 from the bottom of my heart, really appreciate this. Thank you so much. You know,
My
I've got
pleasure, my
nothing but
pleasure.
mad love for you. I've got nothing but mad love. And I think I speak for everyone here when I say that we literally pray for nothing more than all the success that God has destined for you. So, yeah, this has been fun. This has been
It
amazing.
has. I appreciate you.
And
Thank you. Much love to all the South Africans in the building. South Africa, love y'all so much. Continue to stream,
please,
continue to share. I will see y'all soon one of these days. And yeah, thank you.
yeah. So from me and Tshiamo, we are
Tshiamo.
out.
All right, saving your live right now.
Thanks, Jay.